Hello, all you beautiful people in Webtown. Welcome back to Crypto Comics for another review as we continue our week-long journey into Malibu Comics and the Ultraverse. This is mantra number 1. And the first thing I'm going to note is that this cover is not really selling anybody. No one is going to buy this because of this cover. This is what my friend Larry Patrick Higgins, the creator of Niobe, would refer to as an indie comic book. This art here. This is indie art. There's a lot of issues with this art. It's amateurish, and it's not something that really is going to make a comic book fly off the shelf. This did, however, come with a really cool mantra card, as you can see. This is from Skybox International. It teamed up with Malibu Comics to launch the Ultraverse on high-quality comic cards. This incredible 100-card series features a bunch of stuff. So you get that. You get the wild coupon. You know, you gotta collect all these coupons, and then you send them in for Ultraverse number 0. I don't have Ultraverse number 0. Unfortunately, this expired October 1st, 1993. So I guess I won't be getting Ultraverse number 0 unless I go to mycomicshop.com, which is where I got this comic book. And let's just dive into it. What do you say? Okay, so we got the brother, we got the sister, we got mantra right here, Reversal of Fortune, written by Mike W. Barr. He did a good job. Terry Dotson, penciler, he did fine. Al Vey, always a good inker. So the first thing that happens is the brother's just pouring himself a drink. There's a knock at the door. He covers up all these weapons. And it's like, this guy shows up. Come in, Mr. Thomas. Sorry for... Oh, let me read this like I should be. Come in, Mr. Thomas. Sorry for the stairs. They must play havoc with your leg. I don't recall mentioning my injury to you, Mr. Cooper. I'm not supposed to know him that well. I have to be careful. These forms should satiate the authorities for at least a while. Is there a problem with the pen? None at all. I keep forgetting this body's left-handed. That's 2 errors in less than a minute. Thank you, Mr. Cooper. Bill, I know you're in there. Remind me to give you some lessons in shaking a tail, Thomas. Hello, Bill. I told you I don't want to see you, Melissa. This is Melissa. This is the white girl he's been banging. This is their beautiful mulatto child here. I think her name's Melissa. I've had so many wives, it's hard to say. Is the character Mormon? We don't know. We don't know yet. We're going to find out, though. And so basically, I know you don't want to see me anymore, though I did everything I could to make it work. But your son, Bill, how can you turn your back on your son? Hi, Daddy. Hello. He's a total blank to me. I've signed all the forms, Melissa. You'll be taken care of. I don't care about the stupid money. I want my husband back. Bill, was it something I did? If you just tell me, I'll... It's nothing you did, Melissa. It's just me. Now get out of here. Daddy. He slams the door. That's so rude. That's so mean to abandon your child like that. This guy, give my regards to Mr. Archimedes, Cooper. Tell him I'd love to meet him someday. Mr. Archimedes laid out the terms for retaining you, Thomas. If you don't like them... I didn't say that. I'm a curious man, Mr. Cooper. But I'm poorer than I am curious. I'll make sure your wife is gone. Do that. I like a man you can buy. His responses are measured. Oh, his responses are measurable. Predictable. And then out of nowhere, the spirit figure shows up. Boneyard has made his move, Lucas. Follow my thoughts to the encounter. Yes, Archimage. I like things predictable. So much in my life is utterly random. I'm just like, what's going on? He gets in this car, he follows the spirit. All of a sudden, there's like this low-rent Loki who has this guy tied to a chair. And he wants this little magical contraption. This guy's just like, I don't know what you mean. And then all these other low-rent Lokis show up. Hey, I found it. Hey, I found it on my own. No, well, we all found it. Boneyard just, does this astral projection. This is it, Notch. Bring it to me. Leave no witnesses. Yes, sir. We'll be leaving you, Mr. Strauss, after I completed one last errand. What? Take one guess. He kills him right on that. But then these guys jump through the door. They burst through the door. I'll add 2 notches today. You're counting chickens again, Notch. I wouldn't count on your boss for any help. And they have this big fight, big, huge fight. And then all of a sudden, like, in the astral world, Archimage and Boneyard are having this battle. And this is kind of weird, but we're going to get into this. So, Cooper, who they also call Lucchese, gets stuck like a pig and is going to die. Well, there's Diane, the sexy chick who worked for Malibu. They exploited the hell out of her. I don't blame them either. Both sides have drawn blood, Boneyard, but your goal has been lost. Soon it shall be your turn to know defeat, Archimage, eternally. It's like everybody's dying. Cooper is dead, and Notch loves it. Lucchese won't be coming back. Not in this body. What? So it turns out that Lucchese is this ancient warrior who inhabits different bodies throughout the ages. He uses the body until, it's used up, and he just jumps to the next body. And we'll just keep going here. All of a sudden, we get introduced to Eden. This is Eden. But her friends are showing up. This is Carl and Marla. And they're so excited because they're getting back together. Their relationship was on the rocks for a while, but they're getting back together. And Brent and Eden are, a new couple that are just kind of starting to date. And Eden leaves her children with her mother and is going to go out on this hot date. I like this. Don't let them talk you into anything, Mom. Keep that in mind yourself, dear. Oh, he's talking about Brent. Oh, nice meeting you, Mrs. Freeman. I can see where Eden gets her beauty. And Mom's not buying any of that. She's sigh. Get real, loser. Then Marla shows up and it's so great to see you, and let's clasp hands. What is going on with this? Oh, those are, okay, so her hands are folded and she holds them. Okay, anyway. Sorry. And then Lucchese, the spirit warrior who inhabits the bodies, is just traveling through, and like, this is the soul walk, and these are all the bodies he's inhabited over time. And Carl dings the bell, ding dong. Hey there, handsome, come on in. Is she my wife? This might not be as bad as I thought. Hi, baby. I missed you already. Come and meet Eden's friends. No such luck. So, like, with the hot white chick, you were cool, but with the sister, you're just like, oh, rats. Black girl. Get real, Malibu Comics. And Carl's just, Lucchese in Carl's body. I'm sorry, honey, but I've got to go. Carl, no. We were getting along so well. Was it something I did? I'm sorry, whatever I did. So basically just like, every time Lucchese leaps into a black man, he's ready to abandon a woman. I don't agree with that. That's not appropriate. It's setting a bad example for children. I'll just have to go. Eden, what did I do? Don't be too hard on yourself, Marla. It was like he didn't know you. Know any of us. Nice build. Oh, sorry, get the voices confused. In his brain, he talks like this. Nice build. Young. A non-smoker. If he likes whiskey, Carl will do just fine. Carl, what is the matter with you? That woman moved heaven and earth to reconcile with you, and you... Just drop it, woman. This doesn't concern you. So he turns into Mr. T in Rocky 3. Hey, woman. Show you what a real man is. Carl! Eden, Marla's in pretty bad shape. And they gotta go take care of the girl. And so Carl, Lucchese in Carl's body, shows up at this place where, all these ancient warriors hang out. And there's Katina, and Katina always recognizes him, and she likes this body too, she's down with the swirl. And there's all of his homies, even the nerdy one with the glasses is there. I think he came over from Valiant Comics to make this a nerdy appearance. So they talk, and then Archimage shows up, and he's like, oh, we have to stop them. And Boneyard shows up and says some stuff in magic words. He comes! My name! He knows my true name! And he just shrinks down. Like, this is so weird. He shrinks down into this tiny little version of himself. Like he's Tim Thomerson in the Full Moon feature Doll Man. And Boneyard just takes him and is like, I've got him. Ha 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 ha. And then all the other baddies show up. All the low-rent Lokis show up. Big fight breaks out yet again. And this guy, he's just, wants to kill everybody too. Whatever. So, everything, all hell breaks loose. Carl gets murdered. Like, Luke Cage is just terrible at being a warrior who inhabits other people's bodies. Every time he inhabits a black man, the black man gets murdered, like, immediately. It's very rude. I think that was the shortest time I've ever been in a body. But with Archimage captured, this is it. Unless... No, even with Archimage capture, he was still able to bring me back. Boneyard hasn't won yet. Honey, what is it? The way you tensed up just then. Honey, what am I, gay? Wait, this doesn't feel right. It feels... Oh my God, I'm a sexy-ass naked chick. What's wrong? What do you think's wrong, man? He just transitioned and he didn't even plan it. A woman? Eden, that woman I saw before. What am I gonna do? I guess I was just being a silly girl, honey. You know, we've never done it in here. God, I hope this works. Sure, baby. If it'll make you feel better, I'll have sex with you right here in the bathroom. But you know, we have to use a condom. I added that part for the kids, just so you know, protect yourself. That was the last thing I wanted to know. Thanks for a lovely time. I'm going to lock you in here now. Eden? Now to get dressed and get out of here. Oh, this is all wrong. It is all wrong. These boxes are supposed to be this amberish, yellowish, orangish color. This is all wrong. The rhythm, the movement, the center of gravity, and breasts. What do women do with them? They're always so out there. Classic Mike W. Barr. Is it Mike S. Barr? Mike W. Barr. Mike W. Barr wrote the first transgender comic. I love it too. I love it. This comic book could get a job at Marvel like that. Good evening, miss. Howdy. Oh, howdy. And so, she runs, and then Notch just knocks right into her. Doesn't even realize, watch where you're going, sister. Doesn't even realize it's Luke Cage in this woman's body. And then the jerky guy who killed him earlier, I apologize for my friend's manners. That's quite all right. You were paid. What's your problem? This is not about money. Another was what my old friend Notch would do if he knew it was me on here. Oh, wait, what did she say here? Jeez, they really make it... Something else to add to the list of new things I have to worry about. Another was what my... Blah, 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 whatever. Cops usually aren't too hot on giving information to strangers. Then I remembered what kind of a stranger I was. Now I thrust out my chest, batted my eyes, and hoped for the best. Officers, whatever happened here? Oh, fire in the penthouse, miss. 12 bodies found. There was only one survivor. She was taken to the ICU at Mercy General. Would you like a ride? Thank you. I was just curious. So they get to the hospital. No, she doesn't take the ride. She walks down a dark alley where, of course, there's someone waiting to mug her and rape her. And she somehow sets the person on fire. Or he somehow... I'm not sure what pronoun Luke Cage prefers when he's in Eden's body. I'll just call him Mantra. Mantra somehow sets him on fire. Goes to the hospital. And it's Katina, the hot chick who was trying to, mac on him when he went to the club. We'll go back. Wait. So many black people. I can't keep it all straight. Here we go. This hot chick here who was trying to mac him when he was in Carl's new body, right? Now she's old because she doesn't have the ability to look young because that was all Archimage had kept her young all those years. Without him, she must be reverting to her true age. She couldn't have long left. It's probably true. Katina, where's Archimage? How do I get out of this body? You can't, handsome. This was Archimage's last plan, before he was captured by Boneyard. If you die, that's it. Plan? He wanted me to be a woman? He wanted you to be this woman. For centuries, you fought Boneyard with weapons. It didn't work. Boneyard killed all but 4 of you, for good. Now you have to change. Try sorcery. Archimage said you must have this. Change. growth, power. Let this be your mantra. She was growing senile, talking nonsense, and yet there was something about the little charm. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. It's like this little charm here. Little theater mask. Katinya, what? She ends up in this very sexy, form-fitting outfit, which is actually one of the best comic book costumes I have ever seen, I think. I really love this costume. And that's, I think, what maybe attracted me to this book to begin with, was it just looked very unique. I mean, I'll get into it, because I actually picked up a few more issues of Mantra that we'll go through later in the week. And I can kind of pinpoint what it was exactly that made me say, I need to read that book. I'd never seen this outfit before, and yet it fit me like a glove. It sure did. Honk, honk. A very tight glove. And I thought the dress was too revealing. Oh, you freaking prude. At least it has flat heels. No doubt. Like, yeah, thank goodness you got the pro wrestling boots on there, brother. Sister. That Mantra. So everybody dies, and then they come in, and they're like, hey, what are you doing in here, lady? His visiting hours are over. You gotta go. I gotta run, I run. Turns back into a normal self. I don't know exactly how that works. Like, maybe just looks at the charm, turns back, gets out the driver's license, hails a taxi, Osama bin Laden's driving the taxi, and goes home. Mommy, Grandma's watching cartoons with us. Even worse, kids. Hello, dear. Everything all right? Sure, fine. Why don't you take the kids home with you? One of the glories of grandchildren is that you can leave them. Bye-bye. Friggin' kids, no. Mommy, read me a story. No, you go to bed, little girl. Let me try that again. Mommy, read me a story. No, you go to bed, little girl. You too, son. But Mom! None of your back talk. Go. Jeez, is it my fault you didn't get lucky? Did you really just think about your mom doing it with a strange man? I hadn't been this alone since the 5th century, and I'd never felt this helpless. Just like a woman. What was I going to do? If I couldn't free Archimage and Boneyard found me, this body doesn't even like whiskey. Classic. God, what does Mother want now? Hello, Mrs. Blake. Although I'm sure you'd rather I call you Lucchese. I'm a dead man. Ha ha. Continue next issue. And I am going to continue it next issue. Stupid Barry Windsor Smith has the shittiest art I've ever seen in my life. How is this guy so popular? I do not get it. God. And yet nobody remembers Bernard Chang. I do, Bernard Chang. He did the Second Life of Dr. Mirage, which is a comic that's surprisingly difficult to find in comic shops in the Portland area. Rune, I don't even care about finding this stupid comic book by stupid Barry Windsor Smith and his stupid art. Oh, Alien 3. Man, that was a really crappy movie. I wonder if the Super Nintendo game was good, though. Scramble alien eggs! Chest bursting excitement! Exterminate deadly facehuggers. Red hot alien action. Flesh ripping exoskeletons overhead. Acid spitting alien invasion. Get Alien 3 on Super Nintendo. Super NES. Not SNES. For you kids, it's not SNES. It's definitely not NES. NES. SNES. Super NES. Get it right, young punks. So this is Mantra number 1 from Malibu Comics, Ultraverse imprint. Yeah, it was good. It was fun. It was fun. That's all I can say about it. Fun enough that I bought 5 more issues that I'm going to read this week and then report back to all you beautiful people in Webtoon on if they're good or not. So, you can pick this up at mycomicshop.com for like $2 or less if you're into it. And as we go through the series, we'll know for sure if it's worth your money. So I hope you stick around right here on Crypto Comics.